Good morning and welcome back to Darwin. Today we are at the Nightcliff foreshore. Just here we've got the Nightcliff swimming pool. Hopefully the water's not too cold for a swim this morning. Right next door is the Nightcliff Cafe. A lot of people like to come here, overlook the water, have a coffee. You can have lunch, you can even have dinner. They have a full menu there for you to enjoy. So anyway, as it is a beautiful sunny day, we're just going for a short walk along here, then we'll go for a drive into the Darwin City area, just so that you can see what the place looks like this time of year. We had a great wet season, monsoons everywhere. Our water supply did overflow. Another shot of the cafe there, and there's a nice takeaway section just on the right on the side if you just want to grab a coffee and go, which I do from time to time. So here is your classic view of the Nightcliff beach area. We're looking about a medium tide at the moment, so if you want to go for a swim, I'd probably wait till later on this afternoon, or if you get down here earlier in the morning, it's really quite nice. Water is clear and not too chilly, so that you can see down there to the Nightcliff jetty. Lovely artwork on the toilets along the foreshore here. I think it's a wrap rather than painting straight onto it. Alright, so we'll just pull out of the car park here at the Nightcliff swimming pool. We'll go for a bit of a drive. If you're watching this from the southern states, Sydney, Melbourne, Adelaide, even Perth, getting some reasonably cold weather as they head into the winter months. So if you need a bit of a break from all that, feel free to come up here and visit. We've got this beautiful sunshine. Humidity is quite low, because I know a lot of people do get concerned about the humidity here in our wet season, in our summer months. Can be a little bit tough, but it's all gone now and the weather is quite stunning. About 20 degrees to around 33 as maximums, so nice and easy to deal with. You can get out, go to your favourite fishing spots, just hang around the swimming pools. Anything, any outdoor activity is fine this time of year. Some really nice housing on the left here that is directly across the road from the beach. We'll just duck into the car park of the Nightcliff jetty, just so you can have a look. Now it's just before lunchtime here in Darwin, so it's nice and quiet. This will get very busy in the evenings. It's a favourite place for many of us locals to come and watch the sunset through those trees and through the little jetty itself. We'll just let these people cross the road. So yeah, not a lot of car parking here, but at this time of day it's pretty good. So that's the Nightcliff jetty there. Nothing spectacular about it. People like to try and catch a fish. Barramundi have been known to have been caught there. Alright, so we're just driving along Dickward Drive here. On our right is the famous Fanny Bay Cliffs. Some very expensive housing in this area as well, as they do have the harbour view. Alright, as we head down the hill, we will turn right into the Darwin Sailing Club here. A lot of these yachts have been stored for the wet season. Quite a few people in there doing their maintenance, as the conditions are perfect now for sailing and boating, either through the harbour or right across the top end. Just on the left is the Darwin Sailing Club, and right next door we have the Trailer Boat Club. They're both great places to come down and watch the sunset, have a cold beer, have a nice meal. These car parks will be chock-a-block in the evening. A lot more yachts parked out the front here. So that's your Darwin Sailing Club. I think there's some rally over the next week or two. They'll all head off up to the Indonesian islands. A lot of the smaller yachts and the catamarans just on the right here on the concrete deck, just so that you can put them in easy, just on the right there. Okay, we'll just go down this little section. Now this was known as VESTEYS Beach for many, many years. However, the VESTEYS Meatworks and the company, a lot of people haven't been happy with their history and treatment of people here, so they've renamed this as BUNDILLA Beach now, so it's quite nice. Not many people here, surprising on such a beautiful day. You can swim in this area. The tide is sort of medium at the moment, maybe later on this afternoon. But there's almost no one here. If you like to have a walk along the beach and look at the rocks, try and find a crab. Alright, so we are on our way up the Darwin High School hill. Now, this is one of the buses that will drive people around, so you can enjoy either air conditioned or sitting in the top deck, just to get a bit of a tour of the various Darwin sites. It looked like it was just coming from the Museum and Art Gallery, which is right next to the ski club. Alright, so we're going to head down the hill, the Darwin High School hill. Now on the left is the George Brown Botanical Gardens. So you can, if you like to have a look at all the various tropical plants, you will see them in there, and they've got a very nice cafe, Eva's Cafe. So if you need a coffee to keep yourself going, that's the spot to go. On the right here is the car park and area for Mindle Beach. Now they are setting up for a big music festival called Bass in the Grass. This is our main festival, and I understand there's about 20 bands coming for this festival, and it will start about 1 o'clock in the afternoon and go right through till midnight. They will have 2 stages set up, so plenty of room and a lot of fun to be had in there. I think there's a few tickets still available. Okay, football fields on the left, tennis on the right, Mindle Beach Casino just on the right there, 9-hole golf course on your left. So plenty of activities to do if you're feeling energetic. You'll notice a lot of this grass is starting to turn yellow, or a lot of it already has. That's not watered. That was all bright green during the wet season, as we did have a very good monsoon season this year. It filled up our water supply, the Darwin River Dam. I think it overflowed for quite a few weeks. Just trickle overflowing. Doesn't cause Darwin any problems when that happens, as it's about 60 or 70 k's out of town. So we should have enough water to see us through till around September. We'll start getting our first rains in the dreaded build-up. Alright, so we're just heading down Mitchell Street here. As you've probably noticed, there's quite a bit of artwork on some of the buildings. If you like to follow a trail either side of the Smith Street Mall, you've got two laneways, West Lane and Austin Lane, and you can do a tour. There's a lot of brilliant artworks along that area. Okay, we are into the pub area, Shenanigans, Six Tanks, Tap Bar, Wisdom and Monsoons, all in this area. Plenty of places to get a nice meal, have a bit of fun. There's a couple of backpackers in this area as well, so it does get a little bit noisy. Mitchell Centre on the right, and you have got a Coles in there if you forgot to bring your sunscreen. We'll get a few snacks. Just up ahead is the Hilton, which is away from the noise and activity of the rest of the Mitchell Street area. Now I've just noticed there's a nice supercar in my rear vision mirror, so I'm just going to pull in here. Hopefully I can find a spot. Yep, and let it go by and see if we can catch up to it. Okay, there it is. Corvette Stingray. I would suggest that that's the 2020 model. Someone just taking it out for a cruise. I don't know of any other Corvette Stingrays in Darwin. We've got a few of the newer version of the Camaro getting around. Not many. I'd say less than 10. Right, we are on the eastern end of the Smith Street Mall there. So we'll just go around the block pretty much, just to show you that the weather is quite superb, and it's okay to walk around in these temperatures. If you're from Melbourne or Adelaide, it might just take you a few days to get used to it. So here we are on Kavanagh Street, the shade structure, which is still struggling quite a bit there with the vines. There's obviously some issue with the vines or the soil. It's not for a lack of water, but yeah, something's not quite right there. So we're just going to turn left here onto Nucky Street, and that will put us on the western end of the Smith Street Mall. So lots of nice specialty shops in the city centre, so you can have a wander around and see what you can pick up from you know, some nice artworks to buy. There's a nice camera shop there, camera house. You know, plenty of cafes, restaurants. And there's a Woolies and Coles in this area as well. So if you've been able to find yourself an apartment, you like to do your own cooking, you can get your own supplies there. Alrighty, so that's pretty much for today. Just to give you a quick update. This guy's pretty well set up with his boat and motorcycle. Well done. Alrighty, so thank you very much for watching, and we will see you in the next video. Bye for now.